Okay, my Karma babies. I just left the doctor's office with my daughter. She brought me up here. You know, I have those 3 pinched nerves in my back, which is really preventing me to garden the way that I want to garden. I'm in Flowood, but guys, look what they do to me. They say I'm a fall risk and I have allergies. I guess I am a fall risk now. But I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the video that I put up yesterday, talking about I met a man on the internet and he scammed me. Let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about that in a little more in depth. Let's talk about that a little bit more, okay, guys? Now, if you go to the person's page, actually, okay, let me go back. When I met him, I was on TikTok. And I don't know if you're familiar with TikTok. I'm barely familiar with it. But they have, like, you can go into all of these chat rooms and people are chatting about different things. And I went into a chat room where they were talking about gardening, because I really am concerned about my gardening and I want to get really productive crops. So I had seen a few of his videos. He's very adept and very smart, and he had a beautiful garden. And actually, I had not even gone on his YouTube page. I don't think that he may not have had a YouTube page prior to, because a lot of things that I saw on his YouTube page, I think I saw 1 or 2 videos for 22. The majority of the videos that you see on his page are from 23, and they are pretty risque. They're very risque, and I was not aware of that side of him. But, you know, to each his own. People curse sometimes. And I'm not adverse to people cursing. I don't curse unless I'm really angry. Then I might say a couple of words. But he's just outlandish in the way he speaks. He does quite a bit of cursing. But a look at those videos, you'll see that they were made in 2023. I ordered my pen from him in November of 22. Well, needless to say, another thing that I wanted to square up with you guys, the name Crooked Man. You know, I did kind of think about that, but being on different forums with him and listening to him, you know, talk about cutting the trees down, his garden, and he had an amazing garden. He said that, you know, he carves walking sticks, and they are usually like crooked, and that's how he got the name of Crooked Man. But it did teach me a lesson. It taught me to make sure of the person and to investigate as much as possible the people that I am doing business with. I wanted a beautiful professional looking cutting board with my name carved on it. So that was like, you know, I was all excited about it. And he even showed one on his TikTok channel, because I've never really communicated on his YouTube channel, except for he had mentioned he had a YouTube channel, and then I went and I looked and I found one, and at the time, like I said, he had only 1 or 2 videos, and since then he's got pretty disgusting videos with very foul language on them. I did tell him several times that I did not want the cutting board, that I wanted my funds back. And I want to thank you guys for all your support doing this, your generosity and your support. I'm usually very cautious about things, but I thought this would be something that would be pretty cut and dry. He cut me a cutting board, do whatever he does with them, and send it to me. But it's been over a year. And, you know, I could have let it pass, but since I've been a widower, I've had quite a few people that have actually taken advantage of me. A couple of handymen that I had come into my home, they've taken advantage of me. I have a bathroom that is partially done because of that, because I could see that he was not doing a proper job, and I had him stop. Yeah, I've had a few people that have taken advantage of me, not for large amounts of money, because the large work that I get done around the house, I sort of pay as they go. I'm just coming from the doctor, so I'm a little bit off, guys. Bear with me. When you lose a spouse, things still happen in your house, and things that need to be repaired, things that my husband would have normally done, that now you have to rely on somebody else to do. I even had a young man that I really liked doing business with. He did little minor things for me, like putting appliances together or different things like that. Well, one time I had him, the last time I had him in my house, and my husband used to use him. The last time I had him in my house, I needed him to put a new faucet in my kitchen. He put the faucets on backwards and told me that they were correct. Well, I knew that they were not correct. The hot water one was on, faucet was on the cold was on, but he insisted. That's the way they came in the box. I would buy the, whatever they needed to do the equipment on, I would buy that, and then they would, you know, continue from that. So after he did all of that and told me that, you know, that the faucet was on correctly, and we all knew it was not correct, and I had even mentioned it to him before he left the house. But as a female in the home, you kind of defer to these guys sometimes, because they can be abrupt, and it can be intimidating. So with the faucet deal, I actually had to pay someone else to redo it. I'm going to to be much more cautious in the future. I'm going to start business a different way. I think perhaps not pay them anything until they have completely completed the work, instead of paying them as they go. Just be careful. You know, you think people are honest, and you think an older person, you know, he's an older gentleman, he's older. I would think that he's going to do business and do business the way that it should be done. But again, I want to thank all of you guys. You made me feel so much better about the situation. And it is. Many of you reminded me. My little quote. Many of you reminded me that what you do in the dark will come to the light. And you reminded me of how others treat you. It's their karma. How he treated me and kept my money, kept my funds. That's going to be his karma. God's going to take care of that. God's going to take care of that. But how I respond, it's my karma. And I could have responded by just sitting back and doing nothing. But I don't want anyone else to be taken advantage of the way that I was. You feel violated. You feel terrible when someone takes your money, your funds, and they don't produce or give you what they're supposed to give you. It's a horrible feeling. Well, I'm going to be a lot more careful in the future. And I want to thank all of you guys for your support. And many of you went over and said a few things to him. So I had to remove his link. But you all know from the video who he is. I had to remove the link because it looked as though I might be sending you guys over to him. I wasn't sending you to him. I just wanted you to be aware of him. So, guys, I love you. I'm going to get off this video right now. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my karma babies. I love you.